Hello everyone, today my classmates and I will talk a little about of Halloween and the Day of the Dead. My teammate Alejandro Ramírez will start.
First, what is Halloween? This date comes when we get November on the calendar. It is a stunning and awesome celebration. It is a night of fantasy and mystery where things relate to the world of the dead and dead are remembered and represented, which is very popular among all people. It's very interesting, isn't it? The place where it originated was Ireland. On Halloween, everyone represents a great scenography in memory of deceased loved ones and spirits. Customs, trick-or-treating, typical sweets, pumpkins are not symbols to recognize Halloween. The word Halloween is a contraction that refers to the English expressions All Hallows Eve. These macabre and humorous Anglo-Saxon celebrations will be linked to a solemn feast and considered as strictly observed by the Catholic Church. The 1st of November, the Feast of All Saints, is very credible, isn't it? But this is not entirely true. What are the origins of Halloween? The true origin of this Anglo-Saxon festival is millenary and of varied origin. Halloween has a root that is Celtic and another Roman. We go by parts. First, the Romans dedicate the festival called Feralia to the rest and peace of the dead. The Romans also dedicate a festival to Pomona, the goddess of crops and fruits, who had an apple as a symbol. But previously, the Celtic peoples of Ireland, Wales, Scotland, and Northern France celebrate the festival called Samhain. It was a festival that happened between the end of October and the beginning of November, which was a rite that was celebrated at the end of the harvest season and the beginning of winter. Next, the Druids were those who believed that on a certain night, that of October 31st, witches enjoyed greater vitality, and the Druids themselves were granted the gift of guessing the future. Therefore, on the night of Samhain, the Druids were the ones who prepared huge bonfires and made spells, trying to drive away evil spirits, and people left no sweets or food at the doors of their houses so that the dead would leave them in peace. Then, when Christianity reaches the Celtic peoples, the Samhain tradition does not disappear. However, the Samhain festival undergoes transformations, specifically on their dates. The celebrations are called in the Irish tradition Halloween, Hallowmas. After that, in the middle of the 18th century, Irish immigrants began to arrive in America, being those who carry with them their culture, their folklore, their traditions, their Halloween. At first, Halloween suffered a strong repressions by the New England authorities, but at the end of the 19th century, the United States received a new wave of immigrants of Celtic origins. The Halloween party, situated where American was, is a mix with other Indian beliefs, and in the colonial aftermath, Halloween includes among its traditions setting of ghost stories, mischief making, or traditional dance. People are the ones who start making customs for Halloween. Finally, in the United States, Halloween involves a note and ignores the Christian traditions. Halloween turns into a stylish night with an aura of wild mystery, witches, ghosts, elves, spirits, will be losing the festival mode and god humor. A night of sweets, pranks, customs, and horror movies, lost to the atavistic fears of old Irish ancestors. My partner Olvera will talk about Halloween traditions and symbols, as well as the Halloween pumpkin.
Thank you, Diego. Now continue with Halloween symbols and traditions. Alright, to keep going, let's now talk about some of the Halloween symbols. The most important one is the pumpkin, but there is also some others such as witches, black cats, candles, ghosts, skulls or skeletons, spiders and spider nets, bats, masks and costumes, scarecrows, owls, apples, and representative colors. Since there's a lot of them, we're going to focus on just a certain list. Ghosts and skulls or skeletons. Ghosts and skeletons are like symbols. Ghosts represents people who passed away and wander around or walk during Halloween night. Skeletons are representations of death. Witches. According to popular tradition, witches are sorcerers who use black magic. It's said that during Halloween, the devil summons the witches to a party known as coven, and that's why they are between us during this date. Masks and costumes. The masks and costumes used during this holiday are tradition to scare away evil spirits such as witches, goblins, ghosts, vampires, werewolves, or zombies. They are sort of protection, so the evil spirits can't detect us. The pumpkin. The use of the pumpkin is one of the most famous Halloween traditions. The carving of this fruit has its origin in the legends and tradition of Celtic population of Scotland and Ireland, although it is a deeply rooted tradition in the United States, where this fruit is very common. The famous holiday of Halloween has reached every country in the world, including Spain. This whole thing started with the arrival of Irish immigrants to the United States. The celebration gained importance and became a tradition, however with no turnip plantation, which was the vegetable originally used, but an excess of pumpkins. The Americans decided to change it. From then on, terrified faces are carved into the pumpkins, which brings fun as an activity to children. These vegetables were placed on the house windows that way according to beliefs they would scare away the devil. Now I live it with my partner Eduardo.
Okay, thank you, Angel. When Halloween night falls, one of the most known customs for that day is get disguised. If it is more terrifying and original, the costume is considered better than others. This tradition consists of a walk around the streets, knocking on the doors of the neighborhood, and the intermission demands that the tenant of the house give in to this terrible campaign, giving the children all kinds of Halloween trick and treats. This going actually with them. Otherwise, the delinquent neighbor is exposed to the fearsome tricks of children disguised as skeletons, zombies, vampires, mummies, witches, etc. This tradition was created by the persecution of Protestants against the Catholics in England between the 16th and 17th centuries, and obviously the cause of celebrating has been changed. And currently, they are just social traditions. They are not enough to be considered a protest. I understand that here in Mexico, although we decorate and refer to the English tradition, we do not celebrate Halloween. We celebrate the Day of the Dead. Although one thing they both have is the tradition of wearing costumes on the streets. In Mexico, wearing luxurious costumes along the Del Catherine and Katrina seat was much more common than now. Now that you have adopted the culture of the North, it is easier to see costumes of marine monsters such as aliens, mythological creatures of mineral culture. Even when both traditions have very similar ways to celebrating, the origins are what differentiate them. In Mexico, it was celebrated from cultures back, and the other arose by a social movement. Here, we celebrate the dead, and there celebrate a pagan festival. It is very convenient that they have very close dates.